Excuse the state of my hands. I know they look a bit rough and ready, but months of caring for horses in the Scottish winter last year just completely did them in. And I never wore any gloves either, which I now realise was a really bad idea. So this is why. Now I know why I was warned to wear gloves. But anyway, it was an experience. My hands can get better again. It's all good. Now, I just wanted to talk about what you can achieve in a very short amount of time. So, I've just returned from a little weekend getaway to Budapest, and it was a like 4-day getaway. So I couldn't carry all my notebooks as I was flying budget. Couldn't take all my notebooks with me, or my pens, all that heavy stuff. So I had to pack really light, really small bags, that sort of thing. So I went into a cafe in the main district, in the like zone 1, the district 1, and I was waiting for a friend, and I ordered a coffee, and I started rummaging around in my bag for a pen and paper, and the waiter sort of saw me trying to scribble on a napkin because I didn't have any paper, and he sort of gave me, those little bits of paper that they use for orders. He just gave me his entire notepad, like a spare one, so I could write on it, which was really lovely of him. And whilst he was making the coffee, these were all the ideas that I got down. So this is just the first, pretty much a run through of the first chapter of book 4 of the series I'm working on, right? And this is just a rundown of the first chapter. And he made the coffee in about 3 minutes. I know the video says 5 minutes, but the coffee was made in 3 minutes, and this was what was achieved in that amount of time. So by the time he got the coffee, I was well onto that page, and then I finished off there. But my point is that, and this is one of the reasons why, as a kid, I always carried pen and paper with me, because my brain, I don't know if I've got some sort of condition, my brain is extremely busy. It can't be still, it can't be silent. I'm always thinking. When I was younger, I always insisted on having a pen and paper with me. It was like, it became a bit of a crutch, to be honest, and people always thought, they used to try and label me with words like autistic and that sort of thing, but I wasn't autistic. Well, I don't think I am. I don't know. And it's not even a negative thing anymore, is it? But I guess I was always getting ideas down, and I always needed to write them down. And I'm just going to show you in a second the reams and reams of paper I have where I've written all my ideas down. 1 second. Okay, so this is just work I've done over the last few weeks. So it's all handwritten. And it's all handwritten because, honestly, it might sound weird, I prefer to write on paper first and then type. When I write on paper, I just get, I don't know, everything just flows easier. It's just a lot easier to manage and to handle, whilst trying to type onto a laptop straight away, or a computer or whatever, it just doesn't work. It's never worked. I don't know if there's anyone out there who's like that, to be honest, but this just works better for me. And literally, I just buy the large A4 notepads. I prefer them lined because I like to fit a certain amount of words. So it's approximately 330 words per page, and that's how I do it. And I've always done it that way. I've done it that way since I was 8 years old, or even younger, and I'm not 8 anymore. Certainly not. And yeah, it just works. So yeah, always have a pen and paper, because you never know when ideas are going to strike.